Welcome! Today we're traveling back in time to explore the wild story behind the keyboard you use every day. Before computers, before the internet, people wrote everything by hand, messy handwriting and all. Enter Christopher Latham Scholes, who invented one of the first successful typewriters in the 1800s. This clunky metal machine had keys like a piano, but each key stamped a letter onto paper. Suddenly, anyone could create neat professional documents, revolutionizing business and writing. Typewriters were heavy, loud, and looked more like machines than office tools. But they changed how the world communicated. They became so popular that offices everywhere adopted them, creating new jobs, especially for women as typists. The sound of clacking keys became the soundtrack of progress, but as people typed faster, the machines jammed, a problem that led to our next chapter. The solution? A strange word you see every day, QWERTY. Every time you type, you're using a descendant of this 19th century invention. The typewriter is the great-great-grandparent of your laptop. And just like families, it passed down some interesting traits. The story of the keyboard is just getting started. Let's see how a jam led to a layout you know by heart. Imagine typing so fast in the 1880s that your typewriter jams. Early keyboards were arranged alphabetically, but common letter pairs jammed the machine. Christopher Scholes needed a fix, so he separated frequently used letters, spreading them across the keyboard. The result? The QWERTY layout, starting with Q, W, E, R, T, Y. It wasn't about slowing people down, but about making the machine work smoothly. Remington adopted QWERTY, and soon it was everywhere. People learned to type on QWERTY, and it became the standard. Even today, with no metal arms to jam, we still use it, over 150 years later. It's a quirky piece of history built into our muscle memory. Despite all our tech advances, QWERTY remains. It's a perfect example of, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. All thanks to some tangled typewriter arms. Next, let's see how computers changed the keyboard forever. Fast forward to the age of computers, giant machines that filled rooms. Early computers used punch cards and teletype machines, which were basically electric typewriters. As computers shrank, they needed a better way for people to interact. Enter the computer keyboard. The first computer keyboards borrowed the QWERTY layout and the feel of typewriters. But computers needed more than letters, so new keys appeared. Escape, Control, Alt, and Function keys. Suddenly, the keyboard became a control panel for the digital world. The IBM Model M set the standard. Heavy, durable, and loved for its feel. But as computers became common at home, companies needed cheaper keyboards. This led to a big change in how keyboards were made, and sparked a debate that continues today. The keyboard was evolving from a writing tool to a command center. And the next big question? How should a keyboard feel? Let's dive into the battle of Clicky versus Squishy. In the 1980s, mechanical keyboards ruled. Each key had its own spring-loaded switch, making them clicky and precise. Gamers and writers loved the tactile feedback, but these keyboards were heavy and expensive. Enter the membrane keyboard, lighter, quieter, and much cheaper to make. Instead of individual switches, a rubbery membrane under the keys completes the circuit. Membrane keyboards became the standard, affordable, quiet, and spill-resistant. But mechanical keyboards made a comeback. People missed the satisfying feel and sound. Now you can choose loud and clicky, quiet and smooth, or something in between. It's all about personal preference. There's no right answer. The debate continues. Do you want squishy silence or clicky feedback? Keyboards are more customizable than ever. The feel of your keyboard is now a personal choice. And that's part of what makes typing today so unique. But comfort matters too. Let's talk ergonomics. With all this typing, people started noticing sore wrists and hands. Standard keyboards force your wrists into awkward angles, causing strain over time. Enter ergonomic keyboards, designed to fit your body, not the other way around. Many are split and angled, letting your hands stay in a natural position. Some even tent in the middle or have curved shapes and wrist rests for extra comfort. The goal? Prevent injuries and make typing painless, especially for those who type all day. Ergonomic designs show keyboards are still evolving, not just for speed, but for health. Switching to an ergonomic keyboard can feel strange at first, but many never go back. It's like a comfy chair for your hands. The best technology is designed for people, not just performance. Our hands do a lot for us. They deserve comfort. Now let's untangle the cords. For years, every keyboard had a cord, first big and round, then USB. USB made keyboards simple and reliable. Just plug in and go, no batteries needed. Wired keyboards are still popular for their instant lag-free connection, especially with gamers. But then came wireless keyboards, using Bluetooth or radio signals. Wireless means freedom type from your lap, couch, or anywhere nearby. Your desk looks cleaner and you can move around. The trade-off? Wireless keyboards need batteries or charging, and there's a tiny chance of lag. For most people, the convenience outweighs the drawbacks. The choice, rock-solid wired or flexible wireless? Many people use both depending on the situation. Keyboards keep adapting to our needs. But what's next for typing? We've journeyed from clunky typewriters to sleek, wireless, ergonomic keyboards. The QWERTY layout, born from a mechanical problem, is still with us. Keyboards have evolved to fit our hands, our desks, and our lifestyles. Now, you can choose the look, feel, and sound that suits you. But the future is even more exciting. Think touchscreen keyboards, projected keys, or even typing with your voice or thoughts. Voice-to-text and brain-computer interfaces are on the horizon. Still, there's something satisfying about typing with your fingers, a skill perfected over 150 years. The humble keyboard isn't going away anytime soon. Next time you type, remember the incredible story behind those keys. Technology changes, but the way we connect with it is always evolving. Be kind to one another.